Big thank you to every one of my Super TF Addicts on Patreon. Click the link in the description to become a Super TF Addict today.
TFA 1024, where your entertainment will be transformed. It's a universal war
that never stops. Who will win? Decepticons or Autobots? It's a universal war that never stops. Who will win? Decepticons or Autobots? The battle rages on. It's war for Cybertron.
Well, weep, grog now, weep, nitty bong, my fellow addicts. This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, coming to you with yet another TFA Review. And this is honestly a bit of a shock, because today we're taking a look at the new Target-exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Siege, Voyager Class, Rainmaker 3-pack. And there is a story behind this, but I'll get into that a little later. But of course, before we take a quick look at these guys, we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging in a different fashion that I've been doing. With assistance from my good buddy who's currently living with me again, the Night Gamer, aka Caleb. So here's the front, here's the side, here's the other side showing off the Rainmakers in their jet forms. And normally this is where I would say, here's the back of the box with obligatory product shots and cross sales, but there are no cross sales on this box, because it's a Target exclusive. So here we have the Rainmakers on the back of the box with their obligatory product shots, copyright, and more. And thank you to my living green screen here for helping me display this box. Appreciate you, Caleb. Thank you very much. And here we have the Rainmakers in their Tetrajet vehicle modes. And you're probably asking yourself, TFA, how the heck did you manage to get these guys so incredibly early? Well, for once, luck struck in my local area because these were actually found at my local Target, and I'm honestly blown away by that, because that is a very rare occurrence for me. And yeah, these guys weren't even supposed to be out yet because they just got revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. Even before then, someone on eBay decided to upload a listing for it, and people thought it was fake, but it turns out these are actual legit figures, again, because San Diego Comic-Con. And what's funny enough, I was actually talking to someone about this who was saying they would love to see more Seekers, they want to see the Coneheads, and I said, I just threw it out there, it'd be cool to see the Rainmakers. So I kind of predicted this happening, so yay, bonus points. That's very cool to actually see these guys happen because I didn't think they would do it, but Siege apparently is all about Generation 1, new, old, obscure, and these guys only showed up in one episode, and that episode was Divide and Conquer. I hate being a Transformers addict sometimes. Too much Generation 1 knowledge for my liking, but not saying that's a bad thing. So here we have Acid Storm taking the front, Ion Storm taking the left flank, and Nova Storm, not Sunstorm, taking the right flank in their Tetrajet modes. And these guys look pretty cool together. I actually really like the way that they just went with the whole neon blinding singular color palette for these guys. I do appreciate the battle damage because that's kind of a thing that's been carried over from every Siege figure, except for like minor additions from like 6-Gun or Cog or Brunt. But I really do like how they actually incorporated that just to make these figures pop just a little bit more, because it would be really bad if it was just the singular color for everything. Like, the characters look blinding enough in the Generation 1 cartoon as is. We don't need that exact accuracy, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. So this video review is going to be a little different. Hopefully it's going to be short, maybe it won't, I don't know, I don't care. But I'm going to only take a look at one Seeker for vehicle mode, then we'll go to one for robot mode, and then when it comes to articulation, we'll go to another one. So I'm going to pick the one that started me off with the Seeker collection, Acid Storm. So let's go ahead and take a look. And here we have Acid Storm in his Tetrajet vehicle mode, which again is very reminiscent to the episode Divide and Conquer, where we actually did get to see the Rainmakers in a brief scene where they were trying to stop Ironhide, Trailbreaker, Bluestreak, and Bumblebee from coming back from Cybertron with the Cosmotron for Optimus Prime, because he was almost dying again. Oh. Poor Optimus. But as you can see, he is the very blinding neon green that he was in the cartoon, very accurate to the original incarnation of the character, as well as accompanied with some nice dark gray for the sides of the wings, the cockpit, along with some nice translucent orangish yellow plastic, as well as the tip of the nose cone, and the vents, and the, of course, battle damage. And of course, right there you got some very nice Decepticon insignias tampographed right there on each side of the vehicle mode because, hey, this guy's a bad guy. He's going to mess you up. It's not called Acid Storm for no reason. And I like him nonetheless. Now, of course, he is kind of just a brick. He doesn't have any rolling wheels because what kind of weirdo would roll jets? I mean, to each their own, but weirdos. And he doesn't really do much in this mode. I mean, he's just supposed to go whoosh. And that's pretty much it. That's my impersonation of a jet, by the way. Don't you come in on it? Anyway. That's really pretty much it. I mean, he does obviously come with his iconic weapons, which are the status quo for all Seekers. He does come with null rays. Even though they're not technically called null rays, I don't know what they're called. I don't even know if this thing came with instructions. Actually, give me a second. Okay, so I did find the instructions. They were just in the very back behind the plastic bubble and everything, but here's what they look like. Standard Siege instructions. Very nice, though. And according to the instructions, yes, I'm looking at them. You could, oh, TFA is looking at instructions. Blasphemy! Heresy! These are actually called the Storm Range Null Ray Laser Launchers. So, because they have, whatever, I guess, it's cool. I don't know, it's part of the combat system, so that's neat, I guess. Anyway, to put these away. I never speak about them. So as I was saying, he does come with the classic Null Ray weapons, the Storm Range Null Rays, because I need to create Acid Rain out of Storm Clouds on Cybertron, because clouds are on Cybertron? Anyway, they just come right off. You know, they have their standard 5mm peg-to-port connection, so they can go in any of these ports on the shoulders, on the forearms, and underneath the wings, and you could stick them right there, but why would you? You freak. So, I mean, but hey, it's a thing. It's a thing that can be done if you want to do it, so there you go. Now, for size comparison, we require Nova Storm. So here is Nova Storm next to the Siege Voyager class Wave 2. Wait. No, Wave 1. No, Wave 2, sorry. Wave 2 Starscream. You can see the similarities and the differences within. And they look pretty cool. So there's that. For a deluxe scale comparison, here he is with the Amazon exclusive Greenlight, which, yes, I do have, obviously. You can see how they look together, and they look pretty good. Almost same in vehicle mode length, so that's pretty cool. So there's that. And feel free to call me lazy, but because I do not want to transform that Siege Optimus Prime, here he is with the Voyager class number 38 Bumblebee movie Studio Series Optimus Prime. Which, big thank you to TFA Actress 4891 for him. Finally got him a while ago. So, thank you, sweetheart. Yay, I'm happy. You see how they look together. So there is that. But wait! There's one more. And I think we all saw this one coming. And this is probably going to be my biggest size comparison ever. Well, for this video review anyway. Here he is with the Commander class War for Cybertron Siege Jetfire / Skyfire. And he's so big he can't even fit in my light box that well. He had to knock down the Decepticon insignia. But there you go. So you get to see what they look like next to Cybertronian designed. What he looks like, they technically look like next to a Cybertronian Tetrajet Seeker. So there, oh boy, gotta fix that, is that. So that's pretty much all there is to talk about for their jet modes, but we're going to do something a little bit different with the stop motion transformation, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But before we do move on to it, I do just want to say that this is quite possibly my favorite mold from the Siege line for the Voyager classes. I love Springer, he is everything that I wanted. I love Optimus, I love Megatron, but I really enjoy the Tetrajet Seekers. They're really good looking in their vehicle modes, even with the giant robot kibble sticking out, because even if you do stop motion, you can kind of like mask that out and just make it look like they're just flat triangles, or pyramids. But I like them nonetheless. So now with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get the Rainmakers from looking like this to revealing the Special Seeker Squadron within. So here we have Acid Storm, Ion Storm, and Nova Storm in their respective robot modes. Very accurate, once again, to the Generation 1 episode Divide and Conquer, where they had their only debut. And I honestly really just enjoy the Seeker mold. At first I was going to do the video review for Starscream, which I do have, he's right here. But because I have been very backed up with Trees and the Tarn story, coming soon, I figured that because no one has reviewed these guys yet, to my knowledge, get these guys out of the way. So I'm going to treat these guys as the main, and then I'll treat these guys as the lesser, and then I'll go to the main thoughts on Starscream. But the overall Seeker mold for these guys is a very nice choice. I thoroughly enjoy the Seeker mold. I think this is one of the best Seeker molds next to the Universe Classics Generations Seeker molds, and it's just really nice to actually have characters of mass retail for these guys. So before we do continue on with the thoughts on the robot modes and the more in-depth analysis, we're only going to pick one Seeker once again, and I'm going to pick Nova Storm, so I shall be right back. So getting a better in-hand look at the Seeker mold, here we have our model Nova Storm, and I'm going to give you guys some overhead shots as well, because I can't really do much else. So we have a very nice, clean head sculpt with some actual light piping in the back of the head right there. We have all this gorgeous molding and sculpting detailing throughout the figure, looking very nice. Hasbro has been really killing it with their modern figures, and I really like the molding and sculpting here. We have some nice translucent orange for the cockpit chest. We have some nice dark gunmetal gray for the turbine pecs. We also have a nice little bit of white right there in the waist. Also have all that battle damage that looks like someone smeared poop all over him, but hey, it's okay, I guess. Nothing at the feet, nothing at the hands or anything, just your good old-fashioned Seeker mold. And it can't get any better than that. I'm also really trying to adjust my camera, please forgive me. I'm doing my best. So yeah. Now for articulation, I'll move on to Ion Storm. I almost called him Bitstream. I wanted to call him Bitstream because I have the BotCon Bitstream. And no, it's not the B word stream, it is bit, B-I-T, and then stream. So, we'll be right back with Ion Storm. Now, this is pretty much your standard Seeker articulation for a Voyager class scale. His head can look up a bit, quite a bit, can look down that much, can rotate 360 degrees if you're lucky because of these giant shoulder pylons, which I do appreciate for Hasbro doing, because it's iconic. That is part of the Seeker design. The wings can move outward that far, and that's mainly for transformation, so basically if you didn't want a Seeker with wings or as a protoform or something from a front shot, there you go. But they move out of the way to accommodate movement in the shoulders, which have a rotational joint right here. They can go in and out. They can also move forward and back thanks to that butterfly joint. They can also move at the forearm on a mushroom peg swivel. They can also double bend at the elbow, which is very nice, and wrist articulation, which is also very nice. So if you ever want to get him in a Seeker shooting pose, shooter seeking pose, you can totally do that. But waist also can rotate 360 degrees, but because of this giant backpack, you're only limited to a side-to-side rotation. Hips can move forward, back, in and out, and again, arms can move out of the way to accommodate movement, so I can go out that bar. Can get a very nice kick, can get a very nice knee bend as well, also a very nice swivel. And the ankles are on a very slight pivot, but a pivot nonetheless. So there you go. There's all the articulation that you need to know for the Seeker mold. And if I missed anything, please feel free to contact me down in the comment section down below, because I am human, I make mistakes, it happens. So there you go. Now for size comparisons with Acid Storm. So to get the biggest size comparison out of the way, here he is next to the Commander class War for Cybertron Siege Trilogy Jetfire / Skyfire. You see how they look together. And again, well, actually I didn't even say again, but special thanks to TFA Addict for hooking me up with Skyfire. Really happy with him. For a Voyager scale comparison, here he is with Voyager class Wave 2 Starscream. War for Cybertron Siege Voyager class Optimus Prime, given to me by Marvelous Prime. Thank you once again for him, by the way. For a deluxe scale comparison, here he is with the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Amazon exclusive Greenlight. And of course, no Decepticon review would be complete without the size comparison next to the almighty Megatron. So my overall thoughts on the War for Cybertron Siege Rainmakers set is honestly, it's a very good use of the Seeker mold. I am very thoroughly pleased and very happy that these guys actually happened. Not to mention, I actually guessed they would be happening out of the blue, because I did say to one of my friends that it would be really cool if they did the Rainmakers, and lo and behold, here they are in all their immortalized plastic glory. To very quickly go over my thoughts, the transformation for the Seeker mold is still very enjoyable, even with a little challenging, but nothing's wrong with a little challenge in a Transformers figure. The articulation on these guys are so fluid. It is very nice to actually animate with them. The transformation is very enjoyable. They look amazing, even in their single binary color type thing. With the little accents of Decepticon insignias and little gray bits and some white and silver, it works for what it is. And I think, honestly, these guys are going to be a very good addition to your Seeker collection. Now, if you're lucky enough to already have Thundercracker, Skywarp, or even the red card exclusive Red Wing, which I'm in the progress of trying to get, but I'm not signing up for no stinking red card. That's stupid. Anyway, that's a video for another time. I would highly recommend that you guys pick them up immediately. Because granted, yes, while they were just revealed at San Diego Comic-Con at their Hasbro Pulse Party, they are currently available as we speak. Once again, the DCPI code is 087169185. I had to think of the last 4 digits for a second. And take it to brickseek.com, type that in, and if you're lucky and your local Target says they have them in stock, give them a call and walk out with these guys. Because for an $85 box set at checkout, you're getting 3 Voyager-class figures, which go for about $30, $35 after checkout, which is not entirely horrible. If anything, that is a very good bargain, and I strongly recommend that you guys go pick them up. And also a special dedicated thank you to my parents for helping me acquire these guys. I had to put a little bit of money towards them, but they helped me out with the rest, and I sincerely appreciate them and love them with all my heart. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Love you guys very much. Because this video review would not be possible without you. And hopefully I'm the first one to actually do these, but if not, oh well. But yeah, definitely pick these guys up if you want to add more to your Seeker collection. Because while they're not necessarily necessities to your collection, they are a very beautiful addition to it, as well as a very nice addition to your War for Cybertron Siege Decepticons. So pick them up if you want to, because I recommend, so you can decide. But that's pretty much all there is to say, my fellow addicts. If I happen to forget any little bit of information regarding the Seeker mold, please understand that I will be doing a Starscream review sometime in the future, and if I did miss anything regardless, please feel free to let me know down in the comment section down below. Please be respectful, of course. And if you happen to watch this video review all the way to the very end, thank you very much. It clearly tells me that I'm doing something right, and it really shows that you guys enjoy my videos, that you'll watch them all the way through regardless of length. So thank you very much for that. If you want to help support my channel financially, why not head over to patreon.com/TFA1024, where for just $1 to $2 a month, you can become a super TF addict. And also get TFA Preview membership, which gets you early access to any video that is unlisted on my channel until the official release date. Also, head over to coffee.com/TFA1024_the Transformers Addict, where you can help me financially there as well. I'll also be leaving my personal PayPal down in the description down below, so you guys can help me out financially that way, without all the other hassle. But once again, thank you guys very much for all your love and support. I really do appreciate it, and I promise you, more videos are going to be coming on the way. I don't know when, but all focus is going towards Trees in a Tarn story. I just wanted to get this out now before anyone else did. So this has been my video review for the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege Target exclusive Voyager class Rainmaker 3-pack, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And please remember, my fellow addicts, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF addicts for life! This is TFA 1024, the Transformers Addict, rolling out!